Hey, look at here. Don't let these haters
Do
tell
not
you that you can't
forget
do
to power up your wheelchairs. It is March 14th. Power up your wheelchair because today just might be the day you get surprised and get out the house. Today is International Ask a Question Day. And let me explain how everybody in the wheelchairs and the bedbound will celebrate International Ask a Question Day. Because there's 101 things we're always tripping on. We're always worried if the relationship issue is our fault. We're always worried about the finances being our fault. Can't anybody go places and kick it because they gotta hang out with the handicapped person? Is that our fault? So on International Ask a Question Day, you are celebrating your right to get the shit off of your chest. I don't care how many times somebody may say you're tripping and you ask things too much. It is International Ask a Question Day. You are celebrating the right to ask whatever question you have been tripping. Get it off of your chest, out of your throat, off of your mind. International Ask a Question Day. Celebrate that. King's News is whatever made you stop scrolling through your phone or made you laugh out loud today. My mother and I are scrolling through Hulu trying to find something to watch. We see Unprisoned starring Kerry Washington, who plays a relationship expert, and her father is Delroy Lindo, who just gets out of prison after I believe it's 14 or 15 years.
Damn.
Maybe even 18. Now already the show caught our attention with the way that they do the relationship part of it. It comes off as a comedy series and it definitely can have you tickled, but Kerry Washington is a real deal relationship expert. Her father, Delroy Lindo, had just gotten out of prison, and his relationship advice is a whole lot different and kind of sort of hits home in an old school kind of way. You can call that the funny part of the comedy series. She has a son. He's getting ready to know the grandfather. This is a good ass series, man. Unprisoned on Hulu. What is cracking on a Taco Tuesday? It's March 14th. I got my gratitude journal. A gratitude journal for wheelchair users. For wheelchair users. Anybody can buy the gratitude journal. You don't have to be in a wheelchair to buy this gratitude journal. But I've done 9, man. I've done 9 so far. So with number 9, I'm specifically talking to wheelchair users. But you can still get a gratitude journal. Remember, you can always get a spiral and put your gratitudes in that. As long as you are busting your ass to build the perspective that you are trying to go. And before I tell y'all my 3 gratitudes, let me give y'all a quick 30 seconds of motivation. I don't understand, nor do I know your situation. I have no idea why your loved one may not be paying you attention. I have no idea you and I don't talk like that. But I can tell you this. I know that shit is not your fault. So stop thinking about it so much. You do the gratitude journal. You are working on your love language because you are trying to be a better version of you. It's not for anybody else but you. Everything we're working on is to improve you. Remember that. It's not your fault. You are doing this to improve you. I'm proud of you for starting up. Salute. Here we go. Gratitude number 1. So I have one of my former students coming by to look at the house and put in some disability modifications, fix a few things around the house for us. I am super duper grateful because number 1, this feels like I'm keeping business in the family. Since he's a former student of mine, way back in middle school, now he's in his 20s, he has his own business, he's an entrepreneur. I actually feel like I am keeping money in the family. Yeah, man, I used to always tell my kids we were students that we family now. Whether y'all like it or not, we are all family now. So that's number 1, I'm keeping business in the family. He says he can fix all the issues and problems in the house which of course is a gratitude by itself because I don't have to go to several different companies or several different people. But I am most excited about the disability rails he's going to put into the bathroom around the toilet.
Woo!
3, not 2, 3. And this is going to help his business as well. Like I said, we're keeping business in the family. It's not just about me saving money or me giving back. I am grateful because this helps his business as well, which makes me feel like I'm still teaching, still doing something, fills up the bucket. That's my gratitude number 1. Gratitude number 2. Remember, I'm writing this stuff down every single day, y'all. I'm on day number 2 with y'all. Writing down my gratitude. So gratitude number 2 is for the ChatGPT. I keep hearing about ChatGPT. I bet you have too. I've heard so much about ChatGPT, and I'm on Clubhouse quite a bit, but I always avoid the ChatGPT rooms. No, I get sick of them business rooms and salesy type rooms, so I avoid it. But I finally downloaded the ChatGPT and used it for myself. My daughter is trying to get a business plan together. I know I need one for this podcast, so I actually asked the ChatGPT for a business plan on my podcast, and it got it to me in seconds. Then I was tripping because I've read so many stories about how the ChatGPT may try to break you up from your wife or your husband, how the ChatGPT tells you to quit your job. The ChatGPT, I've heard some rough stories. So I thought about damn, let me apologize to this mug. I do not want the ChatGPT trying to tell me something crazy. So I apologized and just said, look, I apologize. I wanted to get a business plan. And it sent me an even better business plan that had examples and breakdowns of each part, even had definitions in it. Wasn't ready for that. And I thought to myself, I wonder if that's because I apologized to this mug and asked the right way. Either way, the ChatGPT sent me a hell of a completed business plan with all those breakdowns. This is going to organize my business, and it will give me a sense of direction every day with what I'm doing. It'll increase my visibility, and it's going to help me find the clients. All of those are reasons why I'm grateful for it. It's another step towards me leaving the 9 to 5 and building my own thing. So I love that. And my last gratitude, we're writing 3 a day. Remember, you can always go to Mindset Over Bullshit and read a separate 3. I write 3 on the blog, and I do 3 with y'all. That's actually 6. As much time as you can away from the negative thoughts. The more time you're writing out these stories, that's always going to be better for you. That will always be better for you. So my third one. My website engineer has finally shown back up. He explained that the reason he has been absent is because he was hospitalized for months, but he's back and he's ready to work. He has been super duper prompt and very consistent this time around. It was one of the issues before. A dude might say something, one in different time zones, but shit, he might say something and take him 3 days to respond. That's a long ass time, even if there is a 13-hour time difference. But now, he's been real prompt, man. Real prompt. And I might get the work done in a record time of 7 days. You gotta love being able to keep going forward. I need something that makes it easier to promote and share all the things that I do. Yes, I have a link tree, but you want something more personable. So he's been building the landing page for me. He might not even charge me a bunch of money. He's already given me a super player-like discount, which is why I want his ass to go ahead on and get done. And that's why I'm so crunk that he's actually showing up this time too. Hell, that will even help me because if he doesn't charge me a lot, then I can get my new images paid for to do all the logos and everything for the new Mindset Over Bullshit stuff. That's my journal. Y'all be pretty. Stay grateful. Remember, showing gratitude is different. 1,000 thank y'all for rocking with me. I'm out.